Hi, this is Corey McCarthy, and welcome to a new episode of Fit, Formidable, and Fantastic. That's right, go F yourself, and happy Meatless Monday. In this episode, I'm going to do something, it's going to be a bit of a rant, it's a bit of my opinion on a subject that is something I just saw in the news, actually. It was actually in a vegan group on Facebook that brought it to my attention. Because I really don't tend to watch celebrity news very much. I don't really care much about celebrities. There are people who inspire me, but I otherwise don't. I don't really care about celebrities. I don't keep up on celebrity gossip, really, etc., etc. But this definitely caught my attention for a very specific reason, and I'm going to go through some points first, and then I'm going to get to my thoughts on the matter. Toward the end of the video. So if you're not interested in these kinds of videos that I do, then, you know, cut here. Otherwise, if you'd like to, this is about veganism as a lifestyle, as well as the plant-based diet, etc., etc. So let's get right into it. I just noticed that there was a news piece. Came out, I think, January 30th, so it's relatively recent. That Samuel Jackson is, who has been in films like Pulp Fiction, which I have seen, a number of films I have seen, but that's one that it's really big in my opinion. I really love that film. Is quitting veganism because he needs to gain 20 pounds for his upcoming role in Tarzan, or a Tarzan film that he will otherwise be fired from if he does not. According to the article, which is linked down below in the comments, the first one that came up on Google about this, he had lost 40 pounds since he adopted a plant-based diet, which he considers himself a vegan, is what he considered himself. And I'll be getting into all this later on. You know, I've done videos and things like this before. He became a vegan in August of 2013 to, quote-unquote, live forever. So I suspect it was health motives. But that's generally the gist. He's going to quit veganism because he has been given an ultimatum to gain back 20 pounds or he's fired, basically, from his role. Now, he's not the first celebrity to go about quitting their vegan lifestyle, and I put that again in quotes here because I'm going to get to all this, for various reasons. And the other ones include like Anne Hathaway, Bill Clinton, Natalie Portman, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. You know, some of them have been vegan for a little longer than others. Some of them were like, you know, a month or whatever. But here are my thoughts on the situation with this, and specifically celebrities and their fickle veganism and why this is an issue. The big thing that I see as a problem here is celebrities, their status, their visibility. When they do something or don't do something, the world watches. I say that generally speaking. There are people like me who don't give a half an ass about a lot of celebrities, but by and large, people watch, people listen. And most people don't seem capable of doing their own research or digging deeper, so they just take things on face value. In other words, well, so-and-so said something, so that must be true, sort of thing. So when you have somebody, a celebrity, who goes vegan, it raises eyebrows. People are like, oh, you know, vegan diet, oh, he's doing it for health reasons, blah, blah, blah. But then when that celebrity, he or she, quits veganism, then everyone's like, oh, yeah, it must be unhealthy, or oh, it makes you sickly, or oh, it makes you lose weight. In the case of Samuel Jackson, he needs to, the message he's sending out there is that he can't gain weight as a vegan, which is just silly because I'm a bodybuilder as a vegan. Bodybuilders try to put weight on. And I'm a vegan eating a plant-based diet doing bodybuilding. So the issue with this is the false, basically it's the misinformation, the false ideas, false notions, and that sort of thing that is being put out there very loudly by people with visibility. And it's just perpetuating a lot of these misunderstandings and false beliefs and misinformation about the vegan lifestyle and the plant-based diet, which I keep emphasizing that because they're two different things. Veganism is a lifestyle. It's a moral and ethical, nonviolent lifestyle, whereas the plant-based diet is the diet portion of veganism, of the lifestyle. It's just the diet aspect of the lifestyle. They're two different things. But they're part of this. It's part of the greater whole. But it's an aspect of. It's not the veganism isn't just a diet. Okay, and I've been over this before in previous videos. So if these celebrities have quit veganism, you know, for health reasons, like in the case of Natalie Portman, it was because her body was craving eggs and dairy while she was pregnant. You know, and for instance, Samuel Jackson, the case of wanting to gain weight back, it's sending out a false message that veganism, that the diet itself is unhealthy, and that you can't gain weight on it, and that it makes you sickly, or in the case, I think it was how Samuel Jackson put it, made him look like a popsicle or a lollipop or something. I forgot I don't have the article right in front of me, but he was being teased about that. So, you know, again, I emphasize that there are bodybuilders who are vegan, some who have gotten their pro cards. If you join or read any number of the vegan bodybuilding groups, for instance on Facebook, you will see, or just Google search vegan bodybuilders, you will see that it is entirely possible. So that is a false message. The plant-based diet makes you sickly or thin or weak, etc., etc. Because there are sickly, thin, and weak people who aren't vegan, who are on an omni diet. You know, it's not the diet per se, it's how one partakes or one handles the diet, engages in the diet. You can do any diet correctly or incorrectly. You know, just so this is misinformation that's being put out there on a large scale because someone has visibility, and that is a problem. And, you know, again, I'm not going to go into my thoughts on veganism as a lifestyle versus the plant-based diet being an aspect of that, you know, because I keep saying that, but I've been over it in videos before. But, you know, and also it shouldn't be a thing of trendiness or even, and again, I just did a video recently about the perceived health benefits of veganism and the plant-based diet versus actual researched benefits. And, basically, like I said, I went over that in a video before, and people who, I've said it before, people who, I think, in my opinion, people who partake in veganism as a lifestyle should do it for deeper reasons, not just because they want to live forever or, you know, perceived health benefits, etc., etc. They need to have a deeper reason that will firmly root them in the lifestyle. And clearly, if these celebrities are leaving the lifestyle and the diet because of this reason, that reason, and the next, they weren't really in it for those deeper rooted meanings, you know? And this is a perfect example of what I made a point of in my previous video. But now, being that they're celebrities, they have that visibility. I keep emphasizing this because that visibility passes false messages to people out there who don't do their research. What they'll do is they'll go out on their daily lives and they'll meet somebody who's vegan. Like, oh yeah, you're just gonna lose weight, or oh you're weak and you're sickly, or etc., etc., or because Samuel Jackson, or because Beyonce, or because Natalie Portman, you know, etc., etc. It's passing on false information loudly because these people have visibility, and that's the issue with this. So. Anyway, I've made my point with all this, but I just wanted to put that out there, and for people regarding, in case they do a YouTube search here regarding Samuel L. Jackson and veganism, since this is new news, I wanted this to get out there, this message to get out there quickly, that you can gain weight on a vegan diet, on a plant-based diet, being a vegan. There are skinny vegans, there are fat vegans, there are buff vegans. There are athletic vegans who aren't buff, but they're lean. You can find any number of body types within the vegan lifestyle, as you will within the omni lifestyle or anything else. You know, you'll find them. You know, it's not about eating a plant-based diet that's going to make you weak or stronger, etc., etc. It's about how you engage in the plant-based diet. You know, once you're a vegan, how you engage in the diet aspect, that's going to make you more athletic or perform better or bigger or leaner or just average looking, if that's what you want. Anything you want. You just gotta do it properly. You know, if you need to supplement something because you have a deficiency, do it. If you need to eat more of a certain food, for instance, you need more protein, so you need to eat more tofu, do it. You know, perhaps you're an endurance athlete and you need more carbohydrates. Well, load up on more carbohydrates, etc., etc. Just do it. There's no freaking reason why you need to leave the plant-based diet because you have X, Y, or Z reasons. It can be done by conceivably anyone, as long as they are mindful of their health needs, as you would have to be on any diet. You know, omnivores can be iron deficient. Omnivores can be B12 deficient. Omnivores can have deficiencies in vitamin D, etc., etc. It's not, these things aren't exclusive to vegan and plant-based people. So, you know, omnivores can be weak and skinny and frail and sickly, etc., etc. Anyway, I could just go on and on and on and explode about this, but that is my thoughts on this matter. And that is my thoughts on what kind of impact this could unfortunately have. So, if you want to discuss this any further, you want to add anything to it, you want to agree, disagree, whatever, please drop in the comments below, as usual. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on this coming Friday for a regularly scheduled episode. Until then, stay fit, stay formidable, vegan guns, and stay fantastic. See ya around.